I am Samya. Welcome to Samya's Art channel. In this video, I'll be showing you the art of decoupage. For this, I have chosen the juice bottles. You can use them either as a planter, a flower vase, or as a candle stand. So let's see how to do them. Let's take a look at the required materials. We need the bottle. This is a juice bottle. So you will have to remove the sticker which is here. Once you remove the sticker, neatly wash it with soap water, dry it neatly. You will need chalk paint. You need Mod Podge. If you don't have Mod Podge, you can use Fevicol with water in 1:1 ratio, which will be a sealer. You need acrylic paints. The color of the paints depend on the picture that we are choosing. You need brushes. I've taken a number 10 flat brush, number 6 round brush and number 0 pointed brush, round brush. Aquadirt PU varnish. This will be the final coat. You can take a small piece of sponge for applying the color on the bottle. We'll need a 3-ply tissue paper. If you wish to purchase any of these materials online, I have provided the links in the description below. You will need 2 bowls of water, one for cleaning your brushes and one for mixing with the color, a palette, a waste cloth. As you see, I have removed all the stickers which was on the bottle, washed it with soap water and dried it. So now it's time for us to apply the chalk paint on it using a sponge. The reason we are using the sponge is not to get the brush strokes on it, and it will create a texture. As you see, I have given a complete coat of white chalk paint. So we have to let this dry for at least 15-20 minutes. So firstly, we need to separate the layer and take only the upper one which has the pattern. So we remove the other 3 layers. So for that, what you do is just slightly wet your fingers with water. Don't keep too much water in your fingers and just dab it at the tip of the paper, and you will see that the layers start separating. Got to be very careful. See, this is how it separates out. So now carefully just pull out the topmost layer. See, now we have a single layer of the decoupage paper. This has a distinct edge, straight edge. So to give it a natural look, what we can do is just take a little water in your brush and apply it along the edges. And just gently between the 2 fingers pull it. So it looks like as though it's a threaded edge and there is no distinct cut mark in the paper. Go ahead and do this on all the 4 sides. As you see, I have pulled out the edges of the decoupage paper on all the 4 sides. Let's see. Now that our paper is ready, bottle is completely dry. So it's time for us to stick this on the bottle. So let's check the positioning first. So I intend to stick this way. I realize that this portion is excess. So we will need to cut this part. Otherwise, the moment we stick it, there will be wrinkles at this part. So I'm going to cut this much of it. As you see, I have adjusted the height of the paper. I have cut out the excess so that it doesn't, when we stick, it doesn't create wrinkles. Now let's start sticking it. I have taken the Mod Podge and transfer it to a palette. So we'll give a coat of Mod Podge on the surface area where we intend to stick the paper. Now very carefully place the tissue on the bottle. Just be very careful. Take a thin plastic cover like this, place it on top of the paper and then give it a gentle rub so that the paper spreads on the bottle without leaving any bubbles or wrinkles. The reason I am using this plastic cover is since the paper is very thin, if I do it with my finger, the bottle is already wet, the paper will tend to tear. See, if you see now, you don't see any wrinkles on the bottle surface and the paper is neatly stuck. Now carefully roll, adjust the paper. It's all done. There is absolutely no wrinkles, no bubbles, and the paper is very neatly stuck to the surface. Now it's time for us to get started with painting. After I've stuck the paper, I'm again giving a coat of Mod Podge on top of the paper so that it neatly binds and seals to the bottle. Don't worry about the white color that is visible as of now. Once it dries, it gives back the original color of the paper. The coating of Mod Podge we had given on the bottle is completely dry, and now the bottle is ready for getting started with painting. For this picture, you will need crimson red, orange, golden yellow, black and burnt sienna. So firstly, take some orange onto the palette, mix it with some golden yellow, try to match up with the color which is on the bottle. So go ahead and complete the entire bottle with the color matching the paper. So I generally prefer giving 2 coats of paint, and now I'm doing the edges so that you won't be able to distinguish the manually painted portion of the bottle and the stuck paper. As you see for the tree, I'm just dabbing the brush. You don't have to always do a fine defined strokes. Just giving a dabbing will give a natural look of the bushes. You can't distinguish the printed and the manually painted portion as you see in this. I'm painting a few birds in the sky. So here we are done painting the whole bottle. As you see, I have finished painting the entire bottle. You can't distinguish between the paper stuck portion and the painted portion. So let's let it dry for around 15-20 minutes and then give it a coat of varnish. The paint on the bottle is completely dry. So now I'm going to use an Aquadark PU varnish. Take a flat brush and give a complete coat. While varnishing, take care that you don't leave behind any brush strokes, and give it 2 to 3 coating, and between each coating, each layer of varnish, let the layer of varnish dry before you give the second coating of varnish. I've placed a tea light candle on the sample I've just demonstrated. Hope you all like it and give it a try. Do share this video with your friends and remember to subscribe to my channel to get notified of more such videos.